Welcome to State Prison, your new home for a year, a decade, or the rest of your life. It's a world of hard-won respect and sometimes violent retribution. To survive here, you have to make a choice. How will you do your time?
You give in, you're going to become a target.
I just take those same qualities that I was applying and use them for what's righteous, what's good, what's true. And I try to lead, by example. When people are always watching everybody, that's just our nature. They see me doing something right, and they want to do something right. They see me being positive, they want to be positive. So if I influence them to do negative, I can influence them to do positive and be positive and be somebody. Fight to get out there any way you can.
That's what a light is for, to shine in the darkness. But most of us, you know what we like to do when we get saved? We go from the darkness to the light. We say, well, I don't want to go back there into the darkness. I like to hang out with all my light buddies. And so we get together with folks at church, and that's a good thing, and that's an important thing. But then we don't ever like to break the huddle. We just like to stay in the holy huddle with all our light buddies. And the Lord didn't say, hey, all you lights, you just get together and make sure you don't ever go out into the darkness. No, the reason you have light is to shine in the darkness. Where do you put a lighthouse? Put it in a dark place. You put it in a rocky place. It stands there and it shines its light so that ships don't crash in the rocks. And the Lord says, hey, get out there into the world, because that's your job.
All right, you ready? Come on. Sunsets on rooftops and drops under the horizon. You hear the city streets now filled up with sirens. Through the broken glass I look down at the vibrance. The crumbled bricks covered with the spray paint from violence. The color of a rainbow comprised in a city full of violence, but beautiful as violence. Smoke from the concrete is rising. A homeless man's walking past, shopping cart full of broken dreams and a forgotten past. Trash in the cracks of the sidewalk, bottles full of backwash, tumbleweed on blacktop. Dope dealer stash spot, hips in a rag top. Drug addict scavenge for a fast rock to blast off. Reach a man pass off a track, say the end's coming soon. Another man at the liquor store is sweeping with the broom. The neon sign flickers rooms, you can rent them by the hour. With the world in our hands, this is how we made ours.
You got people every day trying to hook up drug deals, and this is something that I can do and I know how to do. So it's hard to say, no, I don't want to be involved in it when I can just say, okay, let me set this deal up and give me a quick $20,000 or $30,000.
It was almost like a sucker punch effect. It hit us and we were like, wow, where'd this come from? We had no real idea because of the addiction and the violence that came.
Crack is really like a nuclear bomb.
You have individuals who was working lose their jobs because they became addicted to crack. You have females who became prostitutes to support their habit.
Gun violence and his drug trafficking at a high level. This city, it's already falling apart.
The man died and went to jail. So that's the fathers, the brothers, the uncles that's out of the home. Then the mothers and the sisters and the aunts were on crack, and the grandmothers sometimes were on crack. You think about the offsprings of this, the children who were left fatherless, motherless. We try to talk about conflict resolution. We talk about anger management. We absolutely talk about interviewing skills, what's expected on the job. It just depends on what it is. We try to almost reprogram their thinking. At the end of the day, we have to be responsible and accountable for our own communities and not expect anybody else to help us.
All right.